18th time is the charm. Was it not working yesterday? I swear it was. But the way that I had to fix it, I don't see how it could have been working yesterday. So let me go look. Anyway, how is everybody? Sorry about that, guys. Bunch of you probably left already. So I should probably wait. To apologize until people actually come back. Hey, twin. How's it going? Thank you. Alright, let me look at the VOD from yesterday. See if I'm crazy here. Yeah, no, it was... Both of them were working just fine yesterday. That is very weird. That's very weird. Okay, well, whatever. It's probably... I bet a setting got changed. Sassy changed some stuff on my camera yesterday after stream. Probably something there got changed. It seems to be working now, yeah. As far as I can tell. Okay. I'm really sorry about that, guys. I freaking hate it when I start stream and immediately something is broken and then I can't. Anyway. Forgive me. Please. Someday maybe I'll actually be a professional streamer. Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave that how it is for now. I think we're good. I think we're actually good this time. Hopefully. Hey, BHB. How's it going? Thank you. That's right. So we do this. Like that, right? Okay. I hope you're all doing well. Why can't I frickin'... My wall jump morphs just aren't working lately. This is so weird. What? That is... How is that not... Am I really landing before I... What is happening, guys? Nothing is working today. No. That is so weird. Why is that happening? Why is that happening? Why is that happening? I don't understand. I don't understand why that's happening to me. That is so bizarre. What the heck, guys? What's up, Badger? Mateo, a question about low percent. So, it's not that any category is more, any low percent category is more pure than any other one. The reason there's so many different versions is because there's a lot of different ways that you can collect different items to achieve a low percent run. So, for example, this one, most of them are 14%. This one is the Ice Beam version, where we collect 14% of items, and one of those items is Ice Beam. There's also a low percent speed, which doesn't collect Ice Beam, but it does collect Speed Booster. The main reason that those are the two main ones that people run is they're the fastest ones, I think. I know that Ice Beam is the fastest, but in order to progress through Meridia, when you get to Batoon, there we go. Okay. When you get to Batoon, yeah. So in order to get through here, these are speed booster blocks, and these are crumble blocks. Okay? So the developers intended for you to have speed booster to get through right here. However, there's a clip right there. So we can get through here with Ice Beam. Okay? There are other ways to get through here, but the two main ways are Ice Beam and Speed Booster. We can't collect both because then it's no longer low percent. So most of the different versions of low percent are going to collect items that somehow get you past this specific thing right here. That's the short version. There's more to it than that, but yeah. You're welcome, but they are not my tricks. I did not come up with what I just showed you. Dude? Oh my gosh. By the way, how does stream look today? Now that it's actually, like, going? Does everything look okay? I didn't look at that earlier. Looks like it's all good. At least on the Twitch side. Alright. What's up, Tex? Well, it should look better than it did before, flip side. But good to know that you're at least not noticing anything different. That's good to know. Why can't I do this boost correctly? Please, dude. Oh, that worked. How did that work? Shouldn't have worked. The frame rate should be the same. The resolution should be higher, and the compression should be way better. Those are the main things. Yeah, so and that's fine, flip side, but the stream should look clearer on even on lower resolutions as well. So you need to freaking go, Sam. There is 1080p Killdozer. I just saw it on my side, so you might need to refresh or do a hard refresh or something. It is definitely there, though. What's up, Sleepy? What's the countdown for? So the countdown is part of Zenithon. Do I still have a thing for that? No. Thank you for that. No! Oh no. Don't. Don't be dumb. This needs to go like that. Okay. We're good? I think we're good. It might be a codec thing. I can actually look at that 1 sec. First of all, inspector.twitch.tv. Yeah, so So the top two resolutions are H.265 or HEVC, and the bottom three are H.264 or AVC. So that would make sense. If you have a device that can't handle that codec, then it will drop down to 720. But 720 should still look really good now, comparatively to before. I thought about trying to find out what the lowest amount of items possible you can beat the game with. So that is this, Bean B. Technically there's a 13%, but it hasn't really been done by any humans. There's one person who says that they did it, but I kind of don't believe him. You can also get all the way down to 0% if you allow major glitches. Refer to what I just said, Arian. I'm aware of 2 methods for 13%. I don't know the specifics because it's been too long. One of them requires left plus right on the D-pad, which is not allowed in main categories because it's not physically possible on this hardware. Unless you break your controller. The other one uses a frame pixel, subpixel perfect, blind, slope spark that I spent 3 hours trying to do once and in practice with save states and didn't even achieve a single time. I didn't try to do a whole run or anything. I just, a long time ago, Snick was like, hey, you should try to do this to see if you can do 13%. And he gave me all the details, including TAS inputs, and I recreated it in TAS, and it was working in TAS. So I, booted up the practice ROM and I tried to do it, and like I said, I spent 3 hours and I didn't get it a single time. There's a lot of nuance to it. But ultimately, if it was actually done by a person, which I don't believe because we have reason to believe that that person did tool-assisted stuff. If it was actually achieved by them, they were also playing on keyboard, which makes frame-perfect switches from forward to backward exceptionally easier. So I still kind of don't consider that a valid run personally. That's not to say that I don't think that people should be able to play on hitbox or keyboard. It's completely allowed. But it's just weird. That whole situation is just weird with that person, and I'm not gonna say any more about it. But yeah, the main low percent categories are all 14%. This is the fastest version of that. Low percent ice. Oops. Yeah, I think you're referring to macros, Tired Parent. And that's true. Macros exist on keyboards, and theoretically, somebody could use a macro and have it be completely undetectable for something like that. Am I watching the Super Bowl? Does it look like I'm watching the Super Bowl? No, I'm not watching the Super Bowl. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Yes, there are a couple of PAL exclusive low percents as well. That is true. I didn't think that was gonna work. Alright, well, please. Please! I don't have anything against people watching the Super Bowl. We watched it for a few years after Sassy and I got married. Wasn't anything I watched before that. Tomorrow's gonna suck on multiple levels. I keep forgetting. Anyway, and I mean, I found it, you know, somewhat enjoyable watching it with her, but you mean for my ADHD? So before Vyvanse, I took Adderall, and Adderall was effective, but it really screwed with my blood pressure and heart rate and stuff. And no matter what I tried with different dosages and there's like extended release and stuff like that, no matter what I tried, Adderall just didn't work for me. So we switched to Vyvanse. And initially Vyvanse was really good, and then it was less good, and like it took a while to kind of figure out when I should take it and how much, but I feel like I'm in a pretty good place with it right now. I didn't take it the past few days. Yeah. Thank you. Probably don't want to... Yep. It just depends. Like, if I know I have a lot of work to do and it's going to be a long, difficult day in terms of like if I have to focus for work, like for my full shift, then I definitely need to take one. But yeah, it really just kind of depends. Stuff like that is definitely not one size fits all. You like my shirt? Thank you. Dang it, man. What am I screwing up here? There are definitely scan lines on my capture, Arian. You should be able to see them at most resolutions. They're not new, but they're probably more... They're probably easier to see now on lower resolutions than they were before because of the encoder change stuff. But yeah, the scan lines are generated by my RetroTink 4K, and they're not one of the like preset profiles. Those don't look good in capture like this. These were dialed in. I customized these. I just have Twitch enhanced broadcasting going on, Oats. That's all it is. Yeah, let me show you. Well, no, it's not. I'm not going to be able to easily show you. I'm not going to waste my time on that. But yeah, Oats, if you want me to talk you through my setup, I'd be happy to do that. Yeah, so those encoder settings should be automatically enabled with enhanced broadcasting, I think. But yeah, I'm not running a beta version or anything. It's all standard release build. Oops. Okay, I need to look at how I did this last time because this isn't working. Shoot. Do I still have that? No. It's on my other computer. Dang it, man. Shoot. Okay, well, yeah, so what's funny, Oats, is I know that Twitch did like a closed beta thing for that like a couple months ago. I hadn't seen that they opened it. So I assumed when I turned on enhanced broadcasting that it would just force my output down to whatever would work, you know, 1080p and 8K or whatever. My OBS settings, when enhanced broadcasting isn't turned on, are set to downscale the output and to make the bitrate 8,000, which is what I've been doing for forever. But yeah, I just clicked the box to enable enhanced broadcasting, and then I went live with my 4K canvas, and it's just doing 4K at 10,000. So I don't know. I don't know. One sec. $10. The bitrate for 4K is 10.0. The recommended bitrate for 1440 is 7, and the recommended bitrate for 1080p is 5. And those are with the HEVC encoders. Yes. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good, I think. Okay, bye, Sleepy. I got a sub. Thank you for the Prime sub, Dane. Is it a ledge grab there that I was doing? So I did a ledge grab, and then did I do another ledge grab? Yeah, so there could be two things with that, Oats. It could be the device that you're watching on, or it could be that you just need to refresh. But I mean, I'm looking at my stream right here on Twitch in Chrome, and the quality options that I have here, I'll just do this. One second. Don't look at my stuff. Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. Please hold. Ah! Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Quality. So here's, I have 4K, 1080, 720, 480, and 360. So they're definitely showing, but again, it depends on what device you're viewing on, because it does use the H.265 or HEVC encoder, and not everything supports that right now. And it should be the same on the YouTube side as well, but I know you're not streaming to YouTube, so. And I yesterday at least, the Twitch app showed me the 4K resolution. Let's see if that's true today. Yep, they're all there. Let's see if it. Yeah. So. But regardless, even 720 should look better than 1080p did before with the enhanced broadcasting. So that's cool. Twitch is kind of weird with that stuff. Like, you could try doing like a force refresh or whatever. That might fix it. It could also just be, it could just be codec stuff. Like maybe YouTube takes the HEVC encoder and then re-encodes it. I don't know. I do know the Twitch, no, the YouTube video player is a lot better than the Twitch one, so it wouldn't surprise me if they do some magic on their end to make it more compatible on more devices. I think I'm waiting too long on that second bomb to do the wiggle. That was definitely not long enough. Come on, Samus. I used the VLC Streamlink thing to capture streams a while ago. And I know that at least one of those streams that I was trying to capture, the audio was totally screwed up in that plugin, in that VLC plugin. So I don't know what the deal with that was, but... How did that work? It's a 4K canvas, Oats. So it's 2160 by, or 3840 by 2160 or whatever it is. So that's what I stream and record in. But that being said, that's why I got a 5080. I wanted to get a 5090, but I don't even have that option. Well, what size is your canvas in OBS? Because you have to choose the 4K canvas in order to output in 4K. So let me show you what I mean. Don't look at my stuff. So if you go to your video settings, so you want your base canvas resolution to be 3840 by 2160, and then your output scaled resolution to also be 3840 by 2160. And then under output, so you have your streaming tab and your recording tab, and you can change this stuff. If you're using enhanced broadcasting, then this stuff is not adjustable. They handle all of it. So I think I may have had to type in on the canvas here, I think I may have had to type in the resolution. But there shouldn't be any reason that you can't do a 4K canvas. Because you can even do like non-standard canvases. Like you don't have to do 16 by 9. You could do like 21 by 9 and stuff like that. I've seen some people do that in like widescreen speedrun games. They'll have like the game feed is 16 by 9, and then over to the side they have like their cam and their splits and stuff. So it ends up being like a 21 by 9. Oops. I like how I was just trying to illustrate with my hands and you guys couldn't see me. Anyway, they'll have like the game feed here, and then they'll have like their splits and stuff over here, and it's just a longer like 21 by 9 aspect ratio. Personally, like I don't want to do that because it makes viewing the video weird on like 99% of displays that somebody's gonna watch your stream on. But you can technically do it. You're supposed to bonk there, Key Hunter. Hey Drewski, how's it going? Bonk! Oh. What CPU is it? So I have a friend that works for Intel. So I get a discount on Intel CPUs, or else I probably would have gone AMD. But it's a 14th gen, it's a 14900 KS. Yep, good stuff. I just straight up stayed up there. So that's not what we want either! Do I need... Okay. That was kind of interesting. Hang on. That might work. Nope. I freaking hate this freaking game. It won't freaking do what I freaking say. Okay. That might work. That's a thing that might work.